John Mayer, who's occasionally not dead in the Grateful Dead, and Ed Sheeran, who pumps out hit records. Like I think basically when he wakes up in the morning, he says, "I'm going to write another one." He's like, "Boom, there's another one." He's like John Belushi's Picasso. He's got to cover his bar tab, so he writes a hit song. It's kind of like that. So, but
Yeah, the emergence of Formula One. A decade ago, schlubs in the United States, like myself, didn't know this. This was a young sort of super athlete, freakish reflexes and endurance sport. And you had Netflix that did the docu-series and kind of
no, before
introduced.
that, you had
Yeah,
before that, and I strongly recommend people track this down. The documentary Senna about Ayrton Senna
sure.
from the '90s and his competition and his huge competition with another great Formula One guy. Senna, spoiler alert, didn't survive the competition, but it is a fantastic documentary. And then they got to Drive to Survive, which turned it into like a mass thing. And it did the Netflix thing. All of a sudden, this thing you've never heard of becomes really big, right?
Right.
Suits Formula
Well, I
One.
mean, you could say it was having a moment 5 years ago, and it just keeps on proliferating. Like you said, it's sort of a cross-platform phenomena, and the U.S. popularity kind of just expands and expands. So,
Yeah, I mean, and Formula One rights, I think, are still up. They went from 5 million a year in the United States to 75 million a year, and now they're going to run out. And I think there's some interest